Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What we are going to do here, we're going to list all of the posts that we are having in a database. So I'm just going to close that one and I'm going to refresh. By the way, I haven't shown you that all of the images are in post images. So if you have a multiple, because we have tried multiple times, you can delete those and stick with only these two or the ones that we upload. Now, I have that post, and actually for this user, let me just show you. I have for this user ID, I have two posts, the number 1 ID and number 9, they're referencing user ID 1. So new title, and I'm gonna change this new title to, let's say first title, like that. So I know that first title and sixth post are from the user Rick. Very good. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just gonna copy this create. So I'm gonna copy this create. I'm just gonna close this one, close that one, and I'm going into views, posts, and index, right? Because in the index we are going to list all of these posts. Before that, I'm just gonna open users post controller, and I'm going open to the index. Actually, this one, user post index, is returning this index of blade, right? Don't confuse. We do have too many index blade, but they are located in different folders. That is the catch. So make sure that you have resources view, user post, and inside this one, make sure that you're changing the right file. Now here, what we can do, I can get the authenticated user just like auth user. Very good. Now import this one because you're gonna have, oh, it's already been imported. Here it is. Now the next part is we can grab all of the posts. Just grab all of the posts like this, and that is very simple. What we are going to do now, you're gonna see a problem here. We're grabbing all of the posts, but we're not connecting with this user ID. But that's all good. We're gonna fix that one later. I don't care. How many posts we have? Like we have 9 posts. I just want to see them here. Actually, view post here, but that's not working at the moment. Now this index is where we can see all of the posts. So what we can say here, there are, for example. Wait, we haven't finished this one yet. I'm just jumping. So one more thing about me. I do have this, I'm not gonna say problem because I don't wanna say something inappropriate. Everyone have different problems in their life, but I do have this little bit of anxiety and urge to tell you as much as I can, fast as I can. Although I see the script that I have in front of me, I'm like that. And there is one student say that I'm like that, jumping and making no sense. Sometimes maybe you do have the feeling like that, but that's not true. I do have the script before me, but that is me. That is who I am, and I'm sorry for everyone that's like me to do like this, to be like under pressure, or like to say anxiety, and want to share all of the things. And yes, it can sound unprofessional, but that's not true. So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm like this. Now here I'm gonna compact. Sorry, I need to tell you all of this. I'm gonna compact the user, and I'm gonna compact the posts. Right, so I'm gonna pass this to this view. Now I can use some of these because otherwise it's not gonna be possible to say, for example, there are posts. Remember, we did pass that post here. We did pass that post, or we can say posts because they're multiple, not one. Here it is. I did have the mistake. And now posts, so we can grab that one here and they say post count. You can use that function count, so we can count how many posts are there, dash posts. Very good. Now here I'm gonna remove this part because we don't need any form. We need just I'm gonna copy it from somewhere else. We need from the profile index, we need this table dark, right? And I'm just gonna copy it where it's finishing. Yep, table. Just gonna lose it here, so I'm gonna paste it before that. So here the row is ending, but before that, what we can do, we can say call md. I want to stretch it from one end to another one, so call md12, and inside I'm gonna paste this guy here, table dark, and table responsive. Here I will say title. I'm not gonna use, by the way, this is because this was for user meant, but now we're gonna change it to be this table to be specifically. So created updated that in here. Okay, let's put it here like we can remove this part, edit. Now, because I'm not sure what we're gonna do. So title, body, created at, and we do have the ID. Now, here what we are going to do in the table body, we're gonna do something funny. I'm gonna check here in the table body if, and I'm gonna do it like this, if, because we're gonna have multiple posts, or we're gonna have one post, doesn't matter. If the post count is greater than 0, that means I can do for each loop, right? Means that we can do for each loop. Now, in this side, I will say for each. Why it's not working? Okay, sometimes it's like messing around this one. So for each post, as post. So you can see if it's only one, you can loop it only once, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna work even if there is only one because it's greater than 0. Now we are saying that if there is a 1 or more, we can loop them. Now inside, I'm just gonna copy this str, just gonna cut it, and I'm gonna put it inside the for each loop, right? So I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to do now. So I'm putting that one in the loop because I want to loop all of the available posts. Now here I don't have the post ID. I do have that one. I do have the post title. I don't have the name. Very good. Title. Then what I do have else? I do have the body. Okay, I'm gonna copy all of this. Just gonna paste it. In here, I need to say post. Now the last part is I'm not gonna print out this one because we deleted here. After updated, we don't have it anything else. I'm just gonna delete this part, and that's pretty much. I'm gonna save it. So and for each and if, then we do have table body ends. So make sure you do have all of these. Table body ends, table, div, and yeah. End section we have done, but we can continue with something else. Now, after this, we will continue with something else. You will see what I'm trying to do. Now, I'm just gonna say PHP artisan route L. So I want to see all of the available routes that I have. Now I just want to see user post index, right? Because this one is hitting our index controller. So what I can do here, I can open the Control P sidebar, and where is it? View posts. Here it is. I'm gonna say like this, route, and I'm gonna paste this one. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna refresh now, and luckily when I see view post, here it is. I see all of the posts, not just the post from, I should see only first title and the 6th post, right? But that we can change it here in the user's post controller. So in the user's post controller, we can just grab it like this. We can say let's paginate this one in order, and after that we're gonna deal with pagination and things like that. So this is not pretty much what I want, so I'm just gonna copy this so you know where we start. All right, so I'm just gonna continue post equal post. Now I will say where user ID here. This is the interesting. I will grab the user ID from here. I do have in this variable, so I can access it. I do have in this object here, so I can access it. Now, after this, I would like to say, okay, I will just want that one to be ordered by its ID, and I want to be ordered by descending. So we can stop it like here. Let's just save. And I don't have anything. Why? Like just say done dump. Okay. Posts. Yep. And I don't see it here actually. Don't have it. And now we don't see it. There is one problem here. I always forgot that I need to use get in order to get all of the results as a collection. So get, and now if I refresh, you will see that I have two arrays with two items inside. The one will be with the post, 6 post, right? And the 6 post is actually the last one. And that was my goal. And the other item is the first one, the first item. Very good. Now, I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna comment. You can comment this one. So the only missing thing was get here, right? Now here we do have number 6 and number 9, and there are 2 posts at the moment. That is something that we want. So we linked up the user, the current user that we are, with its own posts. So I'm not going to be able to see other posts from the other users, and that is the goal. Now, I just want to represent them a little bit different here. So I am going to create something here. So after the table, after these div 2 closing divs, we can create a new row. And inside that row, I will just again check something, right? I will just again check if. Now here again I will say posts, because I want to loop them in to represent a little bit different. And I'm going to use Bootstrap card for that. All right, so we're using everything in my courses. And now this is done. Now I just want to do it again for each. So for each posts, as usual, post. Now here I will just type it real quick. So I'm not gonna spend too much time explaining. This is from Bootstrap. You can also look online and find all information you want. Margin bottom of 5. Very good. Now inside I will have a class called cart, and I will give it my specific style with width of 18 rems, or that is 180 pixels approximately. Now here I do have this div with ID, and inside this here I will have the post ID. Very good, but I'm not gonna put it as it now, and I need a bracket here. Very good. Now here I will have class. It's called carousel, and carousel slide, because we're gonna do the sliding. Data right will be equal to carousel. And alt, the alternative tag will be cart image, and class will be IMG fluid. and I'm gonna close the div here, right? So this will be for this one, this div here. Start with the ID. I'm just gonna put the ID here as post ID. Let's hope it's gonna work. And I think we're done. I'm not sure that I need to continue a little bit further. One more class, we'll say carousel inner, and inside this carousel we will have for loop, and you will see how we're going to do that, but that is for the next lecture. So if I refresh now, I shouldn't have any problems. Here I do have these two cards because I do have these two elements, and after that, when we finish, they will look beautiful. So that's pretty much it. So what we have done, to summarize, we have this index file inside our posts, but it was empty. Now here we grab all of the posts, but before, in our controller, user's post controller, in the index method, we just grab the authenticated user and grab all of the posts for that user, and we compacted, or we just submitted that to the view. So also in the sidebar, I've created a link. The link is working. Now if you refresh, view all the posts, you will see the post. Now next stage is to create the carousel with the images, and it should be very awesome. So that will be for the next time. I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I will see you soon.